Hello everybody, welcome back my friends to my channel. Disney Craft Girl here. So I'm really excited about the project I've chosen for this week. It is in honor of Disneyland's 60th birthday. It's Diamond Celebration. July 17th was the 60th anniversary of Disneyland opening its doors, of Walt Disney saying that wonderful speech saying that Disneyland is your land, that it would never stop growing and never stop changing, and that imagination is something to be valued. At least that's what I get from the speech. So today's project is going to be Mickey ears that are Diamond Edition themed. I'm really excited about this project. Hopefully I've got a friend out there that will wear these ears when she goes to Disneyland later this year. So yeah, let's see what happens. Alright, so materials needed for this project. Obviously, we need a headband because these are headband Mickey ears. I'm using one that's probably about, I think it's like an inch to an inch and a half. I'm not 100% sure. But that's about the size that I'm going to use. I'm not using the plastic one because the plastic ones, those little teeth always hurt my head and the back of my ears. So I'm going to stick with this type. Then we're also going to need cardboard because that's what we're going to that's what's going to make the ears sturdy on top of the ears. To make it just an extra little bit more sturdy, I bought some foam here, and this is what type of foam it is. So I'm just showing you the type of texture it is. Where I found this is where you find like in craft stores when there's felt or anything like that. It's not in the sewing section, and it does come in big sheets like this, as you can see. I found mine at Hobby Lobby. And then since we are doing a diamond edition, I found all these little rhinestones. Now what makes these different is these are called Hot Fix crystals. And I found in a Hot Fix crystal applicator. It costs about $13. It's not very expensive. It's battery operated. And so how it'll work is you turn it onto the on position, hit the little red button, it turns red. And what you'll do is you'll use that tip there and hold the rhinestone to the fabric, and it'll adhere to the fabric, instead of using hot glue or anything like that, where I think we all know it's not the most secure to use hot glue on fabric. Then I found this confetti in the wedding section, and look, it's all these rings with diamonds on them. So I'll probably just cut the ring part off, but I'm after that diamond right there. Because after all, this is Diamond Edition, right? You'll also need a mug, a coffee mug, cocoa mug. This is about the size that I'm using. You'll see why. Of course, scissors and a pen. That goes without saying. And then the fabric that you want to use. So the fabric that I found is this blue with all this fun iridescent glitter in it. How fun is that? And then I'm also going to use this iridescent, fun, kind of translucent material because I'll be putting a bow on my Mickey ears. So I guess they're Minnie ears, not Mickey ears. Alright, let's get going. Okay, first step in making some Mickey ears. We gotta make the Mickey ears. Alright, so I've taken my cardboard, I took my coffee mug, I chose blue because that's what today's theme is, Diamond Edition, flipped it upside down, and drew a circle. Super, super easy. I drew 2 circles because obviously we're going to need 2. Crazy, I know. I'm going to cut them out. I'm not going to use scissors. You can, but it hurts my thumb to use scissors to cut out cardboard. So I'm just going to use one of these mats with an easy blade on it. So, okay guys, so I've already sewn up my one. See, it's sewn on both sides. And what I was doing was, oh, sorry, my camera's falling over. So, I don't know if you can see this okay. The camera won't focus very well. But you've got one point to one point, and when you're sewing, so you pull the next point that comes through is halfway between the 1 and 2 points. Because I don't have a sewing machine. If you had a sewing machine, you could just sew this. See? Pull that through. And then finalize it. Now you don't want to sew all the way around. So I just finished. Okay, then I'm going to knot it off. For any of you cross stitchers out there, anybody that knows anything about embroidery, how I finish mine off is just by doing a couple of French knots. You can knot it however you want. It's just finalizing it so that the string doesn't thread or string, whatever you want to call it, doesn't pull through. Okay, so I tested one out already. It turned out mine were just a little bit too big, because now what we're gonna do, so see how I've got it about that far from one another that's not sewn together. So now I'm going to carefully turn it inside out. Push it all the way. Look at that. So I'm figuring these are going to be more like ears for a kid, not so much a parent. Hey, this is the first time I've ever tried this. So then we're going to stick remember that's going to be my back. Stick this in here. Okay. And voila. Of course, we're making sure that the curved part is here down at the bottom. Okay. And I want mine to be a bit more poofy, so I'm taking some cotton balls. I'm just going to stick cotton balls in here. We're going to make this all nice and poofy. I'm going to pack them in there pretty well because I want to see how big I can actually get this ear to look. Because I've got plenty of playroom in here. Alright, so now what we're going to do, I'm actually going to glue my ears to the headband. Okay, using that hot glue. I'm going to hold it here until it dries. And I'm using this flat surface, you know, so they're not wobbly, so they're nice and secure. And if you guys know anything about hot glue, it does dry pretty darn fast. Look at that. Yay! Okay, now let's get the other side. Sorry, I keep going off to the wrong side. Okay. Again, I'm just kind of eyeballing everything because that's what I do. Holding it in place. Oops, little glue got on my board. That's okay. Hot glue will come off. See? Already starting to come off. Look at that. I'll hold this in place. I'm going to put a little glue here, just to make it a little bit more secure. I'm going to press down on the fabric. And don't worry about that little gap there because we're going to put a bow here in the middle. Don't forget. Okay, those are on there pretty well. Check that out, guys. I think that worked out pretty darn well. Okay, so about to lose, loading my glue gun again. Because it's running out. Okay, now let's go ahead and get the 60 on here. So you can at least see it. Okay, so like I said, I'm just going to add a little bit of extra hot glue on here. Since this is designed to stick on paper, I just want to make sure it's extra secure. And what I love is that I'm using my glitter hot glue, so it'll still be sparkly. Okay. 6. Hold that on there. Now we're going to put the 0. And of course I got it in diamonds. Because after all, like I've said about a million times in this video, this is for Disneyland's diamond birthday. Okay. Look how cute that is. Okay guys, I am super excited. I can barely contain it. This little castle that I did turned out so much better than I expected. So of course you saw me do the 60 earlier. So what I did was I just took the little tops of the diamonds before and I put 2 up this way and 1 that way. And then I was just looking at this picture that they're using as part of their promotional diamond anniversary, and I just used some of the bigger ones here. I made the steeples with the bigger ones, a medium-sized one, then a tiny one here, and just tiny ones to fill in. It's so cute. Oh my goodness. I love it. I think it is so much fun. And of course I added the diamonds to the side. I put a little one on top. And now the last part is, I just put it there just for fun. You won't be able to see it. The last part is we're going to put the bow right here in the center. And I want to make sure, of course, it'll fit. So let's get that last bit done. So now I've got my beautiful fluorescent, iridescent, that rhymes, translucent bow material. And how to make a bow. So I've just got a little square here. This is going to be super easy. So now we're going to fold it in thirds. I don't know if you can see that. It's kind of hard to see since this is kind of a translucent material. Fold it basically like if you were to fold it in half, you're going to fold it right there. Okay, and then I'm going to put a little dot of hot glue so that it stays. Okay, just a little diamond. Okay, and a little dot, hot glue on top of it. Of course, that makes it sturdy in the middle. Okay, so now we've got that part done. Okay, I'm gonna hold it. All right, that was easy. Now, okay, I'm gonna fold it in on the back side again. Again, the same way. So remember the thirds, like the halfway point where it would be, another little dot in the center. Okay, folding it in. Right? Okay. Another little dot. Center. Of course, that's making the center really sturdy. Okay. Super easy. Oh, that's coming apart. Put a little dot of hot glue. Okay. So now I'm going to get a thin piece of my translucent material. Okay, sorry, I'm cutting. And you're going to, I think we can just pinch it over one more time, or I've seen where you just kind of pinch the whole thing. I might have made mine too wide, but we'll just have to see. I might just fold it in one more time. Let's see. Do a little dot, fold it in. Okay, do another little dot, and fold. Oh, let's make a bigger one there. I'm gonna make a bigger blob. And fold it in. Okay, so now that I have hot glue all over me, alright, so now I'm just going to take my material like this. Gonna secure it in the back. Again, use that little dot. Okay. I'm gonna wrap it around the middle until I've got a very cute bow. Okay. Wrapping. It's getting a little big for me, just kind of playing with it a little bit. Keep wrapping. Okay, I'm gonna do another one. Okay, and I'm gonna hold it like this until that glue dries. Okay, getting hot glue all over my fingers. And I'm going to cut a tail. we don't want to see that on the front part of our dewy. Okay, now I'm just going to fluff it out. Look how cute that looks. So I'm just pulling out the edges. Just messing with it, trying to pull it to the front. Pulling, pulling, pulling. Okay, look how cute that is. Okay guys, so I made that bow just a little bit smaller, just kind of playing with the fabric, but you guys saw how to make a basic bow. And then what I did to get it glued on there, so I used one of my little rings and I bent the back and I glued it to here and glued the back of it to here because I like to just secure things. And then I also glued the underside of the bow. Well, what do you guys think? How cute is this? Like, seriously, I'm absolutely in love. So there is my version of the Diamond Edition 60-year anniversary Mickey or Minnie Mouse ears. Alright guys, what do you think? I think my ears are absolutely adorable. I think these were so much fun to make. Please let me know in the comments below what you guys thought and if there's any other themes for Mickey ears that you want to see. I've got a few in my head, ones that I haven't been able to find, so I'm going to make my own because they don't make all of them out there and I'm going to custom make them for me. Please subscribe to my channel, Disney Craft Girl. I put up videos every single week, either Monday or Tuesday. And please share this video with your friends, spread the word, let them know how much fun we have here together making these crafts. Please like my video, whatever you can do would help me out. Alright my friends, happy birthday to Disneyland and have a great big beautiful tomorrow.